Okay, now we got all the height paste all over the lower part of the body, all over the legs. Now carefully we insert the tail wire back into the body, but as you can see I'm pushing everything upward at the same time. And I usually like to use some of these sharp awls to pin the hide into the body, make sure that it doesn't fall. I'm very obsessed about not getting any glue on the hide. on the hair. So I just push the wire in a little bit at a time with plier and then pull the skin up the legs a little bit at a time, as you can see, and then work my way up all the way to the ears and the face and everything. And of course along the way I apply more height paste where I think it needs more. So this way basically I'm applying the height paste slowly at a time and parts at a time on the mannequin. And I have a little bit of a more relaxed time this way, and I have no stress over height paste getting on the hair. Which is okay if it gets on the hair, you can always spray wash it down, but sometimes you forget, and these hide paste sometimes they harden up on the hair and it just makes it a lot worse. So it's one of those things that is easier to prevent than cure. Yeah, I suggest you to get yourself some of these awls or anything, even needles, pins or anything sharp that you can pin the skin down on the body. They work and help you as a second person or a second pair of hands. And I like to work on the face at the last part of the mount. Now we're going to install the eyes here. This video has been done months ago, so I'm trying to remember what I did. So I installed the eyes. I forgot to video them, but I didn't like them anyway, so I pulled them out. At least the second go around you can see how I'm installing them in there. So I remove all the clay again. Yeah, as I said, I didn't like the way I was leaving them in the eye socket. Apply a ball of clay behind each eye, and I insert it into the eye socket, make sure that it stays in very good. Your reference photos are going to be a big help for you. Side views and front views. It gives you exactly what you need to do. I'm measuring the length, basically the length of the eyes to the nose, and also their up and down by keeping the level on it. Make sure that they're staying level, because now is the time to adjust them if you need to. And then I start to work out a little bit of the clay between the gaps and work it into the gaps between the mannequin and the eyes. This has nothing to do with the eyelids. This is just filling up the void in there with some clay. So when I'm applying the eyelids, it's going to stay on this clay instead of having air underneath it. Yeah, it creates a very solid eye structure when you fill up those voids and gaps in there with clay. Because clay will shrink no matter what kind of clay we use. They always shrink if it's water-based. And this helps to eliminate the shrink, or at least minimize it. So a roll of clay goes on top for for the upper eyelids. You don't see it in the frame, but I have a couple of reference photos that I'm following, and I never trust my memory when it comes to doing eyes and any kind of a clay work that I'm doing. I always look at my references and then apply it. And a finer roll of clay comes down underneath for the lower lid, trying to make the corners right. And I repeat the process. You can see it from this angle for this eye a little bit better. I feather out the excess behind the eyes and feather out the top part as well, and a small roll for the lower eyelid. Now I'm adding 2 eyebrow muscles. Not now, in a few minutes. I'll be adding some eyebrow muscles in there because it is on the mannequin, but it needs to be enlarged. I like to spray the clay all the time. It keeps it moist so I can smooth it out. Here is the eyebrow I was talking about. If you are a dog owner, you exactly know what I'm talking about. These eyebrows are quite distinctive on these animals, and you can obviously see where they are. And I usually end up enlarging whatever it's been done on the or made on the mannequin. It's not noticeable enough. I like to make it more noticeable. Two cavities you see in the front of the muzzle on both sides. The reason they come like that from the manufacturer is that you can fill them up with clay. There you go. And then your whisker tail, your whiskers can play freely in that clay area, so you can adjust it properly when it's drying. Soon enough we're coming to an end for this video. I chopped up the video to 3-4 different segments, so they're a little bit smaller in size and easier to upload, and you can go back and forth and watch whichever that you need to. So now I've already applied the installed the ear liners inside the ear case, and I'm applying a little bit more hide paste before I pull the head skin over the head. And the final part of the video will be coming up soon. That will show the rest of the process till the coyote is going to be mounted fully. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon in a couple of days.